Hey, welcome back to Life the Wild Ride. As you can see, now I'm making this video and I've already made two others that at this moment have not been posted, so this video is probably like a month. I'm making this video a month before you're seeing it. Probably. Anyways, I don't know. But I know I have two other videos that have not released yet. By now you've seen the videos, but they're not, at this time they're not. And I know I talked about this archway. But guess who's here with us? Trace is here. So she's still with us. I don't think you guys have seen her since the surgery or anything like that. We haven't done any videos, so you're all recovered?
I'm recovered. Got scars, but I'm good.
All good. So yeah, anyway, that's what we're working on today. So we got all these sticks in here to push the ceiling up tight where it needs to be, because I'm going to work on building this arch. And what I've done is I took this piece of cardboard here. We're not quite done yet. I got to tape some more cardboard on the end. This is one big piece, and I have it taped on the back side, and we're going to draw this line on that cardboard. And once we tape another piece of cardboard in here and on this side, we can get, whoa, I got to tighten that one up. We can get the full profile of this arch. Then we'll take the cardboard down, cut the cardboard, test fit it in place. And that's just to get us close, because we know the arch is not true. There's like a low spot right here. So, but we wanted to get it close, and then when we build the arch out of the wood, we'll use this cardboard as a template. Then we can push the whole thing up against the ceiling and tight. And of course, this is obviously way too tall. This is way too low here. We'd hit our heads. The arch itself is only going to be a couple inches probably up high here. And that's going to allow us to put in a little corner block wall here to end the living room from the driving area, as well as box in these wires over here. And I think we're going to put a half wall right here, something like that. So that's what we're working on, but that's how we're doing it. On the back side here, you can see I just got it up in place and taped in a few spots. We just got to finish putting the cardboard up. I did get the doors now. I might have showed that in the last video, but I did get a bunch of doors on. Yeah, just glad we're finally doing some stuff on the bus here. So it's looking good. Definitely happy with it. Not happy with the progress we made last year, because it was virtually none. I just did some plumbing. If you remember last spring, I did some plumbing and a few other things, but that was it. So, all right, I'm going to get back to work, get these two pieces of cardboard taped in, draw this profile, get it cut out, and then we got to get the big pieces of wood that we're going to be using and start drawing that template onto that. That looks kind of weird with all those sticks everywhere holding it all up. But that's why they're there. All right, so I got the piece back in the shop here, and you can see I got the line drawn on it, and then I have several reference marks there, here, where that corner lines up with something. A couple more here, here, and down here. So when I cut it out, I can make sure it goes back exactly where it was. And I'm going to get this cut out, see how it fits, the cardboard fits up in there, and then eventually we're going to transfer that shape onto these beams right here. And yeah, they're wide enough, so they're going to start like this and go up. So I need pretty much this whole width, even though most of this is going to be cut away. So that's kind of the process of what we're doing here. Let's just get this thing cut out so we can see what we got, and then we're going to test fit it again, dry fit it with the cardboard before we cut those, because those aren't cheap. I mean, they're not super expensive. It's the lightweight type of this stuff, so you do pay extra for it. I was lucky enough that I have a friend that had these as scrap pieces. Well, they're not really scrap, actually. He could have used them, but he was nice enough to let me have them to use for this project, so I don't want to screw them up. Well, it's the next day, and we got this piece in place here. It's sitting on this right here. I got this, and I gotta say, I'm very happy. I mean, there's a few little spots here, but this is, first of all, we're gonna be doubling this up, and we're gonna be cutting it off here. Obviously, I can't have this here. You can't walk through here. It's only gonna be like this wide all the way. But I'm very happy with the seam up here. Pretty darn good. So pretty happy with that. Once I get this cut out and remove this lower section here, luckily Tracy and I are pretty short, so this is not going to be a factor for us. It is going to be close, but we should be good. for the most part. Then I'm going to be making a duplicate one of these because we're going to be doubling it up because it's only an inch thick here or so. So we'll double it up, and then we can come off of that for what we're going to do for just a little support here. Even though it's resting on this, I want to have a support all the way down to the floor. And we'll try to duplicate whatever we'll make this side first, because we've got to box in these wires all the way down. And then however this ends up looking, we're going to try and duplicate that on this side the best we can so it matches. So when you stand back looking at it, you know, there'll be a pillar on this side and this side. Just a square box, basically, boxing in the wires. So I think that's what I'm going to work on today is cut out the part of this that has to come out here, this lower part. Make the second one, and then going to be getting them up in here, and then we'll see. We'll go from there. I'm not really sure because I can't do the posts and stuff yet because I still got this line here I got to deal with, and to deal with that it's gonna be a pain because just inside there is another copper fitting that goes up into a heater thing that's inside this box, and I just want to cap this off just inside here. You know, I might be able to just make this a smaller little U shape right here and box that right into the wall as well. That might be even easier. That might be what we do. So we're gonna have to look into that, see what I'm gonna do, because that is definitely those stop right here. That would be within the wall if I build that right here. Yeah, that might be. Okay, I'm just thinking out loud here, but that's what we're gonna be working on as well. So we can do that, because right now you can see the hose comes way out here. You know, I got it looped out here, and that obviously can't stay out here like that. So, but once this is in place and we get those in, we can start doing this trim work here, because it'll butt all up against, you know, the thing coming down on both sides, and we can get the trim work on the windowsills and go from there. So yeah, it's coming right along. Okay, so I cut out the bottom part of that one, so there's the arch. Then I went back to the template to draw the top of this one, because I didn't want to go off that one, because when you cut, you don't follow the line exactly, so you would just compound the error even further. So go back to the original template, drew this one again, and should be pretty darn close. But then I did put that one on top of this to draw the bottom line here, just to get an idea of what I'm cutting out, and this will be this discard here. There's the other piece I cut off the bottom. This piece will be a little bit bigger because I actually put the template on up to the top instead of down the bottom. So anyway, that's what we're going to do next, is get this one cut out. All right, so Tracy and I just got this glued up. I cut out the second one, which I didn't really show, but there's two here. And what I'm going to do is, once everything's all dry, is I'll sand the other one down so it meets it up really nice. So when we put it up in place, they're both the same. But we got those both doubled up now and glued and clamped, and we'll let them dry. And that's, I was going to put a piece in between, but 2 inches is wide enough for what I need. So we'll be able to build the walls that come down, the trim boards, because this is upside down right now, however we want coming off these here. So, all right, we're just going to let that dry and go from there once it's all set. Well, after a lot of sanding, we got these glued together and sanded down pretty close for the rough sanding. Tracy and I are going to take it over and see if it'll fit in place. It's going to be a little bit harder because it's twice as thick now. And, oh, I got to sand this over here before we go, Trace. Well, that don't matter. It won't not stop anything, but this one here is a little bit longer, so I got to sand this first. All right, I apologize. I didn't show the process of putting it in, but basically just kind of got one side wedged in and got this in, and then I used the hammer to tap it all straight and get it in position. And I think Tracy is too, was very happy with that.
Yes.
That's going to work out good. And we're short enough that, oh, I almost dropped my camera. We don't hit our head even going out. I really thought I was going to hit my head going out. Now I know it's close, but it's not close enough to hit our head. Coming in for sure won't hit, because you're down here and you're stepping forward beyond it. It's just the normal way you walk. So there's plenty of room. But going out is when we thought we might come close, which right there it's close, but I thought it was gonna be lower than that. So because we're thinking we're gonna be stepping at an angle here, if we put another seat here for Tracy, we're gonna be stepping in this part of the stairs. But I can see now it's probably not gonna be a problem. So that is excellent. Well, that was a project we were kind of dreading, really. I wanted to make sure it was going to come out good, and it's come out excellent, really. Now we can take and build off of this. Still got some more sanding to do, but we got the most of it. But I can come off of this now and continue a thing down here like I talked about before, and on both sides. So yeah, I think we're calling it quits on the bus today, though.
Yeah.
But very happy with that result. Well, Mom's going for a wheelchair ride. Well, she'll probably walk quite a bit of it.
Oh, yeah.
We're finally getting some decent enough weather, so we can get her outside now and get some fresh air. All right, I think I'm going to end this video here. I don't know what I have for footage, but I just want to say, hey, thanks again for sticking with us. I know we didn't post much all winter and for the last several months anyways, but that's where we're at. I did get another piece of trim up here too, actually. I got this piece in place. So it's not painted yet, of course, and we still have to build a door for there, but that's in place. Baby steps, we're getting there. Hey, thanks for swinging by. Life's a Wild Ride. Have a great day. Stay safe. And Tracy and I, hopefully, will both see you in the next video.